amidst the bustling city. Everyone has their own story to tell. Have you ever found yourself caught in a situation so frustrating that it seems unsolvable, only to find it dragging you deeper into the mire of despair? It's a feeling we've all experienced at some point in our lives. Sometimes it seems like we're constantly searching for answers that have vanished into thin air, when in reality, those answers might be hidden in the most unexpected places. In the heart of a city illuminated by neon lights, there's a bakery with a unique flavor that stands out from the crowd. Meet Ali, the owner and the sole baker of this extraordinary establishment. Ali is a true artisan, renowned for his exceptional baking skills, but even in the midst of his bustling life, he's grappling with a nagging sense of unease. You see, his bakery has been going through tough times lately. The profits are dwindling and the expenses are piling up, leaving Ali restless and anxious. As he works diligently in the kitchen, his brow is furrowed with worry, and the sweat on his forehead tells a story of its own. Each knead of the dough feels like a step towards an elusive goal, like he's searching for something lost in the flour and yeast. One day, in a fit of frustration, Ali accidentally knocks over a bag of flour, and his irritation boils over. At that moment, it's as if the very bread he's baking is mocking him, and every decision he's made seems to be leading to disaster. He's trying hard to suppress his anxiety, but it clings to him like a shadow. As time goes by, Ali becomes increasingly meticulous in every step of the baking process. Each knead, each roll is imbued with his relentless pursuit of perfection. But as the dough dances between his skilled hands, his eyes start to lose their spark. And as the bread bakes, his furrowed brow only deepens, as if he's searching for answers in the flames. When the first batch of bread emerges from the oven, Ali eagerly opens it, only to be met with loaves that appear far from perfect. A hint of disappointment crosses his face, and he finds himself self-critical. In that moment, he envisions a future filled with complaints and criticism, adding to his growing frustration. But in the midst of his despair, a glimmer of hope appears in the form of an elderly man who walks into the bakery. This wise old man has a warm and comforting smile that radiates kindness. His eyes hold both wisdom and solace, and his presence seems to breathe new life into Ali. It's a turning point in Ali's journey. Ali, still wrestling with his inner turmoil, composes himself and welcomes the elderly customer. The old man orders a cup of coffee and a freshly baked piece of bread from Ali's collection. He quietly savors the bread and then turns to Ali with a knowing smile. "Your bread is delicious," he says, "but I can sense that your heart isn't fully in it." Ali is taken aback, not quite sure how to respond. He decides to sit down and engage in conversation with this intriguing visitor. As they talk, Ali pours out his troubles, and the old man listens attentively. After hearing Ali's story, the old man leans in and says softly, "Let me share a story with you." And so he begins to tell the tale of Huening and the empty bowl. Once upon a time, there was a young monk named Huening who had been meditating in the mountains for years. Yet he couldn't grasp the true meaning of emptiness. One day he descended from the mountains and entered a bustling city, where he encountered an ordinary-looking elderly man. The elderly man noticed the deep furrows on Huening's forehead and asked, "Young monk, why do you look so troubled? What's weighing on your mind?" Huening sighed and replied, "I've been struggling to understand the concept of emptiness, and it's been a source of great anguish." The elderly man smiled gently and said, "Come with me." He led Huening to the heart of the busy marketplace, picked up an empty bowl, and asked, "Look at this bowl. Right now it's empty, isn't it?"
Huening nodded. "Yes, it contains nothing," the elderly man continued, "but if I were to use it to hold water, it could quench thirst. If I were to use it for rice, it could satisfy hunger. The bowl itself has no fixed nature. Its purpose is limitless and depends on how you use it. This is the essence of emptinesses. It's not rigid, not permanent, without inherent characteristics. Everything is like this bowl. It depends on how you perceive and use them.
In that moment, Poinet had a profound realization. The emptiness he had struggled to understand wasn't about the absence of existence, but rather the presence of infinite possibilities. In the following weeks, Ali continued to ponder the old man's words and the story of Huineng and the empty bowl. He began to realize that it wasn't the flour or the dough that determined the quality of his bread. It was his unwavering quest for perfection that was holding him back. One day, as he prepared the dough, he decided to take a risk. He tried a new recipe, one that defied the conventional characteristics of bread. When the unconventional-looking bread emerged from the oven, Ali knew that everything had changed. The bread not only looked different, but it also had a delightful aroma and a unique texture that defied description. By letting go of his preconceived notions of what bread should be, Ali realized that the taste of this bread was exceptional. Customers were pleasantly surprised, and they showered him with praise. Ali had finally grasped the meaning of emptiness. His bread, like that empty bowl, was filled with limitless possibilities. He learned to embrace change, let go of his attachment to traditional methods, and face new challenges with an open heart. From that point forward, his bakery offered a diverse range of bread that catered to various tastes. On a quiet evening, bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight, Ali stood alone in the bakery, tidying up the remnants of a busy day. His mood was no longer plagued by restlessness, but filled with serenity and gratitude. Since his encounter with the wise old man, Ali had not only overcome his immediate challenges, but also gained profound insights through unexpected experiences. He learned to find meaning in the ordinary moments of everyday life and realized that even in the most mundane of days, extraordinary brilliance could shine through. His bakery had transformed from a mere place for selling bread into a sanctuary for Ali's personal growth and self-reflection. He finally understood that, even in the most ordinary moments, one could radiate extraordinary light. This story, set against the backdrop of a bustling city, has reached its conclusion. Ali's journey from the depths of anxiety over challenges to the discovery of life's wonders is like an enthralling adventure we can all relate to. Through the wisdom shared by the old man, Ali learned to let go of his obsession with perfection and discovered that the true essence of life is like an empty bowl, ready to be filled with limitless possibilities, depending on how we choose to use it. This story encourages us to approach life with an open heart and a sense of wonder, as even the most ordinary moments can hold profound meaning. It's a tale of love, miracles, and change. A reminder that within the simple magic of bread, we can find the true essence of life. This story emphasizes the importance of letting go of attachments to perfection, seeking wisdom, and finding meaning in life. What I have gleaned from it, Ali initially had high expectations for his bread, striving for perfection. However, when he learned to let go of this attachment and accept change and imperfection, his life became more relaxed and enjoyable. It reminds us not to be overly attached to things in life, as sometimes accepting things as they are can bring more happiness. Through his conversation with the wise old man, Ali gained a deeper understanding. This emphasizes the importance of learning and seeking wisdom. Sometimes sharing experiences and perspectives with others can help us see a broader view, solve problems, and gain insights. The story tells us that even in everyday life, profound meaning can be found. Ali was initially just a bread baker, but as he grew and learned, his work became a form of practice, a way to express creativity, and an acceptance of life's impermanence. It reminds us that every moment in life may contain meaning and value. This story teaches us important lessons about letting go of attachments, seeking wisdom, and finding meaning in life. It serves as an inspirational tale encouraging us to remain open and receptive in our everyday lives.
Zengo, mango.